Hey, good afternoon, everybody. David here at Scale Models Midwest. Welcome back to the workbench. Hope you're having a great weekend. As you can see, I've been busy working on Salvinos JR's 1987 Ford Thunderbird that was campaigned by the Woods brothers and driven by Kyle Petty. It's a sweet ride. I was looking at how to get the chassis painted. It says to paint it in royal blue, so I did that. The body, I've got 2 mist coats brushed on white, and then also decanted pure white for the color coats on top, and it turned out really nicely. I'm just letting it dry right now. It's kind of dry to the touch, but I'm going to wait another day or two before I kind of wet sand it and then decal it and then clear it. In the meantime, after I got this fully painted yesterday and letting it dry, I was busy working on all the ancillary components and working on detail painting them. So I was going to move this out of the way, show you real quick what I've been working on. A couple things I want to kind of do with this one is on the dashboard, I actually drilled out the gauge faces because I'm going to put the decals in behind it with a piece of clear plastic that I've got in my spares and kind of give it some depth. And then, yeah, I think it's going to kind of look sharp. I'm still debating whether I do any wiring on the ignition boxes over here, but otherwise I've got that going. Still have to clean it up a little bit. It looks pretty sharp. I do have a picture of what I did with these initially. These are the rims that came with the kit. They are not molded open. I went on ahead, drilled those out, cleaned them up, and I think they look pretty sharp. So some of these details, as they say, it won't be seen on the final product, but you'll know it's there. These you'll actually see because the brakes are on the other side. I'm going to do a quick mist coat of silver on top of that so you kind of see it through. So kind of look like that, like it kind of sharp. I do plan on using some of my ProTech roll bar tubing for the roll cage. Then one of my Concur pre-wired distributors and boots. So I'm going to work on that with the engine, which so far as you see here, just have some detail painting done on it. I have all the other components over here on the stand, and I've got that. Got the headers, the exhaust pipes, the valve covers, intake, do some panel line accent. Going to, and there's a blue for some of the roll cage components. Got the tires already sanded, and all of my blue stuff has been painted as well, as you can see right there. Just kind of bring that up so you can see it. I do have to tape the top of the dashboard and spray that black. Otherwise, I think it's going to look good once we start to put together the kit. Some more of the detailing. Yeah, I wanted to have a little fun with this one. Put a couple of little details on it. No brake line wires or anything like that, but another kit I may very well do that going forward. But again, this one, just gauges, wiring, roll bar tubing, and then a lot of paint detail. As you can see right here, there is the shocks. Still have to detail just a couple little items on them, but it's going to look sharp once it's all done. Did much the same, some clear red and clear blue for the AN fittings, and I did that also with the radiator tube, whatever you want to call it, radiator hose, yeah. And then of course to the body, I have the chassis mocked up in it. Looks like it's going to go in just great. It's done in royal blue. You can probably see that. I've got the primary parts of the cage in. I'm leaving the firewall out until the engine is installed. I have had issues in the past, and someone else may have also seen that. When you put the firewall in and you try to put the engine in, there's a lot of issues with clearance. So I figure if I get the engine in and whatnot, then I can put in that firewall. I still have to detail it, but yeah, I think ultimately it'll be ready to start assembling here in about the next day or two. And again, I can't wait to put on those sweet decals. There's one set of them. That's just going to look so sharp. One thing I also did with this is right here, this particular decal goes in the lower valance, and I did this with the Camaro for my first kit of 25. I did the same thing. I cut out using my X-Acto blade and a drill, cleaned it up, and I'm going to use, set it there, a model railroad screen, brass micro mesh here. I've had this for a number of years and they still sell it, but I'm going to just cut out a nice little piece for that front end and just paint it black, or use a black Sharpie to color that in, get it glued from behind. Again, add a little bit more depth to the kit instead of it just being all plastic. So that's what I got so far this week. Just wanted to let you know, and I'm going to go on ahead and get back into working on some of this. I've got some 80s music playing in the background, so I got the next couple of hours ahead of me just sitting here putzing around the workbench. Hope you're having a great weekend. Keep building the cool kits, and we will catch you in the next video.